Hi guys, how are you today? It's so exciting to see you. Have you been feeling like you need to spend more time with your family, but you don't know exactly how to go about it? Have you been having this mom guilt like I used to have, or parent guilt if you're a dad? And then you're like, I know I need to spend more time with my family, but how exactly do I go about that? Practically, as in like practically. Today that's what we are going to discuss. I'm going to share with you the tips and tricks I have learned. And I am really looking forward to this video, guys, because this is something that is very close to my heart. So welcome to SUZY'S Homestead. I am Suzy, and on this channel we are learning how to prioritize, how to organize, and how to save money at home. So welcome. Let's start with the first one, which is having a weekly family time. Here is what family night means. It's a time when you set aside as a family just to be together. Okay, it doesn't matter what you're doing. You can call it family night, family council, you can call it family evening, familia pamoja, you know, I'm just saying to come up with random names. But the thing is, you just set aside one whole evening, or even if it's just only 1 hour, to spend time as a family, to spend time affirming each other and just enjoying time together. There's just something that happens when you set that time aside, and then you have to be committed to it. Okay, especially if you're working, even if you're a stay-at-home mom, it doesn't matter. The thing that matters is that the children feel that you have committed that time just to be with them. Okay, and also to be with your spouse, just that togetherness. Okay, what we do, let me just explain to you how that has shaped up in our family. Is we will pick a day. Okay, let's say Saturday evening is our family night evening. Okay, so what we do, we ask the kids to give ideas. What would you like us to be doing on family nights? Most of the time, because our kids are still young, I think the eldest is 5, you'll find that they'll say, oh, we want to play with the train set, or we want to color, or we want to... Mostly it's something that is actually doable. We won't watch a movie. Sometimes we can, but concentration span bado ni kidogo, so they won't get to sit through a whole movie. And they like seeing us actually doing something with them. And then before we start the games and all that, we'll probably have like a special meal that everyone enjoys. We'll have some special treats or snacks, and then we will just sit and we will play and we will talk and we will just affirm to each other, well, you know, how great it is to be a family. And the other day, guys, we took out all our old family videos. You know those videos that you take on your phone, and the photos of the kids when they were young? It was so much fun. The kids really enjoyed it. And you know, these are things we have at hand. Okay, you can just take the photos and the videos that you've been making on your phone of your kids, like since the minute they were born. And for practicality, just put them, like, if you have a laptop, just put them there, and then or a TV, that's even better. And then you can just put a slideshow like that. Oh, the kids had so much fun. And then it just reminds you of the great memories that you have had as a family. And guys, I don't know, I can't say this enough. The kids, they loved it. It was so nice to see themselves when they were younger, because they're still young when they were younger. And just, you know, like, we went last year, we went for Christmas. Oh, this is Shosho, Kwanza now Shoshos and Gukas, because we haven't seen them since COVID started. It was so nice. So guys, family night, make that a priority. It really bonds the family together. You guys, I have loved it. It's been such a great thing for our family. Our kids are asking almost every day, it's tonight family night, because now your concept ya Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, bado hawajashika sana, apart from my eldest who is about to turn 6. So they will ask every day, it's today family night. So you really get to realize that they love it. And we don't watch TV, try to avoid the screen time. So it's a great time for bonding as a family. The most important thing about family night is, 1, that everyone is there, and 2, that you make it fun. Okay, if you have, as the kids grow older, you might have issues that you need to solve and everything, and you can do that first to just clear, so that kama kuna mtu amekasirikia mwingine and all that, you solve that, and then you just focus on building family time together. Tip number 2 is having one-to-one bonding times. Okay, and this especially applies to kids, to the children. Okay, if you have more than one child, you will find that sometimes you only get to spend time with the kids as a group or as a whole. As we have 4 kids, so we really actually qualify to be called a group of children. So you will find that you rarely get to spend time with only one child. And now here is where one-to-one bonding times come in. Okay, how we did it in our family is before COVID started. Now it's become a bit distracted because we can't go out and everything. But what we did is my husband and I each take a month. Okay, so before COVID started, let me say how we do it. So January was my month, then February was his month, March was mine, like that. So what we will do, we have 4 kids and there are 4 months in the month. Okay, so week 1, I will have a one-to-one date with our firstborn son. So we'll dress up, we'll probably go to the mall, walk around, have fun, have a special meal. It's just bonding time and everything. Then week 2, I will go with our second-born. Week 3 with our third-born. Week 4 with our last-born. And we'll just be having a special, making each child feel special and unique and loved unconditionally just for who he is. And if you have older kids, maybe you can discuss maybe any struggles and everything. One thing I came to learn about these one-to-one times is, especially if you start while the kids are younger, as they grow older, they will have realized there's this one special time I have with mom, this one special time I have with dad, and they will learn to communicate and to open up with you, so that when they're reaching those teenage years and those preteens, when now things start getting thick and people are really struggling with really things that they need to talk about, you will have already established a rapport with that child, and they will not find it hard to open up to you. You'll have already created a system and just a really special bond, so they will know the first person to talk to is mom. And sometimes you don't have to wait until, let's say, that child's date because, okay? Sometimes if you realize that there's a particular child is having an issue, you can just say, you know what, let you and I go have a juice somewhere or a drink. And then this child has already learned that mom and I usually have these special times of bonding, and they will open up to you. So that's how we executed one-to-one family times, from one-to-one times in our family. Now during COVID season, because we don't go to malls, we did really just stay at home as we are supposed to, we execute this by spending time with each child separately. Like I will call a child and let's say let's go outside to the market, we just sit, we have a chat, or let's go to my room, we sit, we color together. Just a time to make this child feel special, to make this child feel, I see you as an individual. Tell me, how are you doing? Another great time to do this is when I'm showering them and we get to really talk, find out what's going on. Just having that one time to focus on each child, to look into their eyes, tell them I love you, you are special, you are a valued member of this family. How was your day? How are you feeling? What are you enjoying? What are you thankful for? And all that. And one thing that I came to learn, by the way, about these one-to-one bonding times, it is the best way to get rid of sibling rivalry. Rival who? See you guys. I'm from the mountains, so yeah, that's a bit of a hard word to say. But when each child knows that they have a special time, because usually rivalry comes when kids are trying to jostle for the parents' attention. But when they know that I have time and I have a special time for me and mom just at home, imagine you will find most of these issues just disappear. And even if your kids are older right now, and you find that there's a lot of infighting, you can still start having one-to-one bonding time with them even today, and you will find that those issues are reducing. And if you're finding value in this video, guys, if this is helpful to you, please hit the like button and subscribe if you haven't already. The next practical tip about putting your family first and spending time with your family is, drum roll, date night. I'm sure you guys are mostly familiar with this. responsibilities. So here is where you and your spouse just take your time out just for the two of you, and you go out and you have fun, and you just distress, and you just affirm your love for each other, and you have fun. Keep it simple. It doesn't have to be expensive. You can even just take a walk around the neighborhood, just hold hands, walk, talk, share whatever issues you might be having, and this will really help to cement your relationship and your marriage. If you can, once or twice a year, do a retreat. As guys, we have for the last 5 years or so been attending a marriage conference that is hosted by All Saints Cathedral. We love it, guys. And marriage conferences are not only for marriages that are in trouble. Of course, if you're having issues with your marriage, and that is understandable, and no judgment here, it will be a good way to go and learn about marriage and all that. But even if you have no issues, it's a nice time just for the two of you to go and just be reminded how great marriage is. So as kids, we've been doing this for 5 years, and we've made great friends there, and we have learned a lot, because there are couples like of all ages. Guys will be married for 40 years, guys will be married for 40 days, and we just learn together and have fun. It's been one of our best and most looked forward to events of the year. We really look forward to going for that marriage conference. But now COVID has happened, so we don't know what will happen. But anyway, just date nights with your spouse. Please prioritize it and put it in your schedule. And also, you can share some ideas in the comments of how you guys do it, so that the rest of us can also learn and pick tips here and there. Okay. Tip number 4 is family vacations. Okay. And sometimes I know I used to hear family vacations, and I was like, who has money for that, or and all that. But I have come to learn that vacations don't have to be expensive, and with all the tips and tricks that we are learning on this channel about how to save money, it would be a great idea if you actually now start saving money towards something. Okay, for instance, let's say you've learned how to make your own liquid detergent, and if you haven't watched that video, I will link it below. Or learn how to make your own fabric softener, learn how to make your own yogurt, learn how to make your own hand wash, and so on and so forth. Learn how to have an organizing system in your house, so that A, you might not need a house help, or 2, you might not need 2 house helps, you might need only 1, because your house is now working like a well-oiled machine. And all those are ways in which you can reduce your expenses. And as you reduce your expenses, you can now say, okay, so now every month I'm saving 500 from buying powder soap. Now I'm using liquid detergent. I'm saving 500 from softener. I'm saving 1,000 from yogurt. I'm saving 7,000 from not having another full-time house help, or not having a day bag, or someone comes to change or whatever. So I will add up all this money, and I'll put it into a kitty for our family vacation. So family vacation is another way to practically put your family first. It doesn't have to be costly. It doesn't have to be in Switzerland, going to the Swiss Alps. If you can afford it, well, and we are happy for you. And if you can't afford it yet, there are still other things that you can do just to bring your family together. Okay, guys? So family vacations, very important. So tip number 5 of putting the family first practically is birthdays. So I know you guys probably celebrate birthdays, which is amazing, and I just wanted to put it in there because it is something that we do to put our family first, but we sometimes don't think how important it is, and we don't envision how important it is. So birthdays are a great time of just affirming how important a person, that one particular person, is to your family. It brings kids together, it brings the whole family together, and you don't have to throw like a whole bash, a big bash for every child. You can just find a way that works for you. The most important thing is that someone feels celebrated, okay? And even if you can't afford gifts, you can just compliment that person on that particular day, on their birthday. Everyone in the family goes, says something that they love about them. Like, I really love Modoni because she is so kind. She helped me with my homework the other day, and I found that to be very nice. So can you imagine if you were that child and this one day everyone in the family goes around saying how valued you are, how important you are, how you made them feel special, you're going to feel so nice as that child, and it's just going to be a special day. Another way to celebrate this is just go like for a special dinner with mom and dad on your birthday, just you and your two parents. How awesome would that be? Okay, and I'm looking at this mostly from the kids' perspective. And also you can have like the extended family over for a special meal. That's a nice way. And or you can have a birthday party with friends and family and all that. So how we do it in our house, because we have 4 kids, our kids were all born in the month of August, apart from our last one, mwenye alikata kuingia box. So he was born on July 26th. We really tried to push it to August, but yeah, he had a mind of his own. But we kind of try and say all our kids are born in August, okay? So what we do, we have one big annual birthday bash, and then we go all out, like as far as our pockets will allow and as far as being practical will allow. So we will invite friends, family, and all that. And all that. Actually, our friends and our family actually really look forward to it, and our kids especially. Okay, so that's the day we have everyone come over. It's a big deal. We celebrate the kids. Everyone has their own cake and all that. But before we even get to that day, when it's that particular person's birthday, we as a nuclear family also celebrate and bake a cake, we sing for them, and we make them feel special just as a small family unit. And then we have the one big annual family bash. Okay, we have twins, so it's mostly it's 3 days within a month, so within the month of August. So yeah, that's how we do it, and it's really worked so far. Our kids are really enjoying it. We look forward to it. Our family love it. It's just also like a family get together and everything. So what I'm trying to say is, it's a great way to show your kids and your family that they are fast and that you value them. You don't have to do it the way we do it. I'm just sharing how we do it and how it's important as a family together. All right. Tip number 6 is holidays. And by holidays, I don't mean the vacations. I mean like Christmas and Easter and all that. So this is just another great way to bring up, to form traditions in your family of how you celebrate them, and just have something for people to look forward to. Okay, we make a big deal about Christmas, because hey, Christmas is a big deal. Son of God came and died for us. So yeah, we love it and we celebrate it and we make it a big deal. So, you know, such things, Jamhuri, it's not called Jamhuri, it's called Mashujaa Day, you know, and Easter again is another big deal. You don't have to do anything that is expensive, but just build up the excitement for the kids and just let them look forward to it. And then when that day comes, do what you would normally do. Let it be like a tradition. Like on Easter, we do this. On this day, we do that. On Christmas, we do this. On New Year's, we do this. So that the traditions become something that the kids look forward to. So you remember how, as they say, if you're a millennial, the initial millennials, we say, oh, Christmas used to be so much fun when we were kids. But it's because our parents used to make a big deal out of it. We would go to Shag. Okay, nyinyi watu wa Nairobi, you would come to Shags because that's guys were always in Shags. But we will just, guys would come and it would be so much fun, family togetherness. Munachinja ng'ombe, munafanya nini. Oh, it was so much fun. But that's because it happened every year. Our parents made a big deal out of it, and there was built up anticipation. And honestly, it's one of my best memories when I was growing up. So let's endeavor to do the same for our kids, because it really helps them to identify with the family and to feel that I belong to this unit, and this is how we do things, and get your cousins and all that. You don't have to do it that way. All I'm saying is building a tradition around families, whichever way your traditions are going to look like. It really helps the kids to look forward to things, and this brings about an atmosphere of fun and excitement in the family, which is awesome. So holidays are another tip. Tip number 7 is family dinners. So this is an everyday thing that makes a huge difference in the home setting, you guys. We love to have family dinner together. because because of people's work, people are out working it, so you don't sometimes manage to have breakfast together as a family. Lunchtime, people are out working, so in the evening we really try to be together with the kids, just to sit down. It's a nice time just of bonding and finding out how was your day, what happened, what did you like, what did you not like, what did you learn, and all that. And this is something I learned actually from my husband. When they were growing up, dinner was always served at 7 p.m. and everybody had to be home by 7 p.m. and no one ate a thing until the whole family was seated around the table. So you can imagine the pressure of when you're a teenager and decided to go out there and roam around. By 7 you need to be in the house, because if you won't be there, no one will have dinner until you are there. And this was back when people didn't have phones, so you won't be called today, are you? So by 7 o'clock, everyone was at home, seated at the table, having dinner. And I found that to be a really nice way to bring the family together, just to reaffirm the togetherness of the family. And yeah, so we started that habit in our home, and it's been really nice and all that. Our kids are still young, but we want to build it into a system and a tradition, so that as they get older, they will know we always have dinner together as a family, and we always talk, and it just helps with the family dynamics and the bonding. So in my opinion, whether you're a working mom or not, whether you're a working parent or not, or you're staying at home or you run your own business, if you could just put in some of these, if not all of these tips, and many more that you guys, I hope you will share with us, into your schedule on a weekly basis, so that you're spending time with your spouse, you're spending time with each child individually, you are having family nights, you are having dinner together as a family every night, or as many nights as your work will allow. As you keep doing this, you are building a really close-knit family. You are building a tradition of people being together, people seeing that the family is valuable. I read a quote the other day that I put on my Instagram, and I hope you guys are following me on Instagram, that said, teenagers don't rebel against authority. They rebel against a lack of relationship. And for me, that was so deep, because you don't want your child to rebel because you don't have a relationship with them. And the tighter and the closer the relationship you have with your child, the lesser issues you will have to deal with, especially when they reach that volatile season of adolescence. I have seen that with my sister and my brother. They are just the best. I love you guys so much. They have set a really good example for us about how to bond with the children when they're younger, so that now when they're in their teenagers, it's the most amazing teenagers you could ever meet. I mean, I love those guys. They're so grounded. They know how to have fun with their family, with their parents. They're just awesome. So guys, these things work. Thank you for watching. Please let me know whether you have found value. Like, share, and comment, please. And if you haven't already, subscribe. I will put a link below on all the things, all the videos we've talked about batch cooking, about having a routine for your family, and all the things we can make in our home to save money. Okay? Thank you for watching, and I will see you on the next one. Bye.